Danny is going to start off this hour in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Hi, Danny. How are you?
Hi, gentlemen. I'm doing great. I'm a little starstruck. Dave, I got to say I've listened to you for years and started when I took Financial Peace University. And my buddies give me a hard time that whenever we go out to get a bite or something, they say, I don't know, is that Papa Dave approved?
Oh, that's cold. Well, we're honored to have you, sir. How can we help today?
All right, so the condensed version, I'm wondering if I should buy a house that I do not want. So a little backstory, my wife and I have been looking for a house for the past year. Financially, we feel prepared as much as we can be. We're in baby step 4. We have a good chunk of change set down. There is just no inventory in our area. And I finally broke today when I got a call that a house we put a really competitive offer on. It went above. It went no inspection. It went guaranteed their offer price. And so just feeling frustrated. So I don't know if we should just keep waiting. Our landlord is selling the house we live right now, and so we're going to be kicked out in August. So we're a little worried. Do we find a place to rent and pay more than what a mortgage would be, or do we settle on a townhome or something really small that we just don't like?
I just went through this.
Yeah, I know. So what's the answer?
No.
No what?
Don't buy a house you don't like.
Yeah.
Don't do that because you're going to wake up in 12 months or 24 months.
12 hours.
12 hours.
So I don't like this house. Oh, wait, I never liked this house. What the heck did I do?
And you're going to, it's like trying to date somebody that you know you don't have a future with, and you just think, I'll change them. And I'll grow to love them.
That bathroom's not going to move in that house. It's still going to be there.
It is.
Yeah.
I hate this for you. Hey, listen, I just went through this. It was brutal.
It's a frustrating experience in the market right now.
It
really, really is.
Yep.
So this is your all's first home.
Correct.
And you're how old?
I'm 28. My wife's 25.
Every time I face something like this, I read a study probably 20 years ago, and it affected my decision-making paradigm ever since. Here's what the study said. It said that people who build wealth and become wealthy make decisions based on how it's going to affect them 10, 20, 30 years from now. People who are broke make decisions based on how it's going to feel this weekend.
Yeah.
Thank God it's Friday. Oh God, it's Monday. Is what broke people say. But rich people, when they get ready to buy a watch, they say, "Can I wear this for 10 years, 20 years? Can I get some?" Or when they get ready to buy, they buy expensive things sometimes, but they buy high value things that last.
That's right.
Poor people buy, and broke people, and I've been both, but broke people buy stuff that looks good right now, but that's cheap as crap and falls apart, And so, and it's kind of the same decision-making thing. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, God, it's Monday. I'm going to blow all my money on the weekend because I'm a child. And so, emotionally. So the way I back up on something like you're looking at, when I'm frustrated and tired and feel boxed out by the market, which is all the things you feel, and it's your first house, and man, we're going to have to pay more in rent. We're going to have to move twice because I got to go rent something, and then I'll find something right after I rent something, and all that. Then So what this tells you, when I pan back, I go, what's the best decision 10 years from now? Don't buy a house you don't like.
And man, it's hard, especially with my wife saying, I need a home.
Yeah.
Right. We got 2 little kids running around.
Yeah.
It's real hard to be patient.
Yeah. Talk to your landlord and go, hey, if I pay you a couple $100 more a month, would you rent for me for 6 more months?
Yeah.
Buy yourself a little time.
That's right.
And
or go somewhere for a weekend. Just go on a quick little getaway. Do something just to kind of clear the deck, erase the whiteboard, and you got to start over again.
This is the worst possible time to feel like you're forced in to buy something.
Right.
Because the market's gone bananas, meaning people have gone bananas. They're nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like running down the street and driving a stake in the yard. This one's mine, It's crazy the way they're acting, and it's just a freaking house.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get you another one. There's one on every corner. But no, don't settle. Don't cheap out. Because if you buy some kind of crappy something, because that's what's available in this market, You know what it's going to be when you get ready to sell it? Something that's crappy that's available in a hard-to-sell market.
Yeah.
You're going to get stuck.
Well, and beyond that, you tell
when you buy an ugly house at a deal, you know what it is when you get ready to sell it? An ugly house at a deal.
Well, and you tell yourself all these fantasies, like we'll just move those bathrooms, we'll build an add-on garage and get a new roof. None of that will happen, and you set yourself up for so much disappointment when you're there.
It's such a good discussion, though, and that's why we're leaning on it a little bit and giving it a little bit more time, because there's so much activity in the market.
Oh, man.
So many people are feeling this. Listen, if you feel like the temperature on your forehead is changing, that's called house fever.
It's back away.
You need to go take a cold shower. Back away from the contract.
This is back away.
You're about to overpay. You're about to buy something. You're about to settle for something you don't like. And that's everybody out there, man. You're just an example of everybody that's walking around looking at houses right now. The opportunity to overpay is legitimate.
And yes, moving twice.
That's
moving
a pain in the butt.
Sucks.
But let me tell you, 10 years from now, you won't even remember it.
No, you won't. Or you'll remember how bad it was, but it's 10 years later. Who cares?
Yeah, we rented a house. We sold our house after bankruptcy. Our kids were in these private schools. We moved to another county to get in better schools, and we rented. The first time I'd ever rented since I'd owned.
Okay.
And I'd owned 1,000 pieces of property by then and gone broke, right? Now I'm a renter. That kitchen in that rental house, it was a big old house. It was a reasonably nice house. And it was a great school system, which was the whole goal, right? And we cashed out of our other house and cleared up the last of our debt after the bankruptcy, paid off the stinking IRS, right? But to this day, when I mention that street name, my wife's face gets a cloud across it, and all she says is, that kitchen.
That kitchen.
That kitchen. That nasty brown linoleum floor. That kitchen. That kitchen. Because, she hated
Hey, but she transferred
that house.
She transferred that husband to that kitchen, so that's actually good for you. That's good for everybody.
He went broke, and we were in that kitchen.
That's right. That's right.
You're right.
She hates the kitchen instead of Dave.
She
that's
kept
good.
kept the ire on the correct item. yes, that's good. But that's 30 years ago, man.
Oh, it hangs with you. And I've bought a house under pressure, and I still to this day regret that I did that.
It's still an ugly house.
I put my family through it. And
I bought
just
an ugly
don't
house,
do
and it was still an ugly house when I got ready to sell it. I've done that. I've done it. Don't do it. Just take your time, brother. I know it's hard. Take a cold shower. Take your time. This is The Ramsey Show.